Hey guys, it's Michael here from Happy English, and for today's English lesson, let's continue our discussion of natural American English pronunciation. I'd like to talk about the modal verb ought to. Ought to has the same meaning and grammar as should. We can say things like, you should come to the party, or you ought to come to the party. You ought to come to the party. You're probably thinking right now, Michael, I have never heard anyone say ought to. You ought to come to the party. Probably the reason you think that, and you've probably never actually heard anyone say ought to, is because we don't pronounce it that way. That's right. Ought to is usually pronounced as oughta, 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 oughta. You ought to come to the party. It's going to be a great party. You ought to come. You ought to come. Yeah, you ought to come. It's going to be a good party. Well, if you're not too hungry, you ought to get a bagel. You ought to get a bagel. I think you ought to get a bagel. You ought to get a bagel. Well, if you want to improve your English, you ought to study more. You ought to study more. You ought to study more. You ought to get a bagel. You ought to come to the party. You ought to study. Wow, it's getting late. I think I ought to go. Oh man, it's getting late. I ought to go. I ought to go. I ought to go. Is that my boss? I think I ought to go. I ought to go. I don't want my boss to see me here. I ought to go. I think I ought to go. I ought to go. You ought to go. You ought to study more. You ought to come to the party. You ought to get a bagel. How about you? Is there somewhere that you ought to go or something that you ought to do? Why not leave a comment below and let us know, and I'll see you next time right here at Happy English. Bye guys.